Hi, Matthew here. In this video, I'll be talking about the way of acceptance, which is Alan Watts talks about it a lot. You may have heard of it, but what is the way of acceptance? What does this mean? Accept what? You know, who's saying accept something? Why shouldn't I just uh, project every what's happening in life? Okay, sorry, I was interrupted making this video the last time, but I'll try to explain this as best I can. A lot of us in our lives will have certain days where we're just rejecting and hating, uh, like everything that's happening to us. We lose, you know, I don't know, a project, or we lose a friend at work, or we don't get the grade we wanted, and or you don't get the job you wanted, or you don't get the mate you wanted. Um, Moreover, you just somehow, even if things are going pretty well by some standards, you're not enjoying what's transpiring, what's happening for you. Like what's going on in your life. You don't like it. Well, there. This goes back to there was a philosopher who talked about the everlasting yay and the everlasting nay. Everlasting yay and nay. So that means you either accept something, you have an attitude towards life of being positive about it and accepting it, or you have an attitude of rejecting it and putting a negative spin on it. Like anything could happen to you, and you can either embrace it, embrace the change, go along with it, be positive about it, and like sort of happy and thankful and grateful for what's happening to you in your life, or you can be negative about it and sort of spit on it, or no, but you can be upset about it if you like. And I mean, there may be a time and place for that. And but as an approach to life, do you really want to go through life being upset and mad? I mean, if you are frustrated and mad a lot in your life, listen to what I'm about to say. So the we can't control what happens in our lives, but we can control how we react to it. An attitude of acceptance isn't. You can have that. People might talk about having this in the business world or something, and the idea of something happens and you choose whether you reject this, or you on the other hand, on the flip, accepting it. And like, okay, well, I I don't get to talk to that person every day. I maybe talk to them every few days, but I accept that. That's okay. And uh, or like you have to pay a bill, $200. Okay, well, you could reject that. You can be mad about it. Or, oh, okay, I accept that. I have to pay $200. Or like in Monopoly, to make a fun out of it. You have to pay $200 or collect $200 as you pass go. I mean, no one has a problem accepting the $200 as you pass go. But you know, these little things that happen, and then we choose to respond to it. That's how most people think of it, and that's how I thought of it for a while. But it's probably more conducive, more conducive, and uh, feels a lot healthier now for me to say, I accept life. I accept the change that's happening in my life. You embrace the change, you go along with it, enjoy it, and you ride out the moments. Think back to a day where it was just a great day and everything that was happening, you were just having a great time, making the most out of everything happening in your life, and being grateful for what's happening in life. even if you consider yourself a person that isn't resistant to things per se, you might not, you may have to work on gratitude. I've had to do this at times, and I think a lot of people have to do it at some point, but attitude of gratitude, as they say, or being grateful for what comes along, what happens, or even just people in our lives, being grateful for, our girlfriend, our family. You can be grateful for very simple things. You can be grateful that you have an arm, that you can see, you have eyes, that you have a face, that you're breathing right now, that you can walk around, there's a lot of things you can be grateful for, but now try, as you become more grateful, you should, this is what I recommend, is try to be grateful for 10 things every day. And if you keep on doing that, you begin to start having a more accepting, a more grateful, or you'll have more gratitude, but you will in turn be more accepting of what's happening in your life. And I think enjoy and make the most of every situation that happens and comes up in your life. Day by day, and just really being like feeling that warmth in your heart of, oh, I'm glad that happened. I'm so glad that I have a sibling, or I'm so grateful that I have a child. I'm so grateful that I have real grass instead of fake AstroTurf grass. Or that we live in a free country. I don't know, you name it. But just try to embrace what's happening. Don't try. Actually, sometimes, just let go. Release the effort, and do not try to force anything, to make something happen, but let go and see what happens. Like, you're not grabbing onto life. That's what I want you to feel. And it's not to say that you should do this completely, but by letting go of the stress and the excess effort of really the most, basic thing, like you putting mental energy into something instead of actually putting in the real effort, the genuine sort of energy that you'll naturally have by just enjoying life and loving life, and this spiritual attitude of acceptance. So this spirituality of that a lot of Eastern people talk about is the ability to take things as they come and accept them and make the most of what life gives us. As if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, as they say. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. I had to do this video again because I got interrupted. So if you like the video, subscribe. You don't have to like if you don't want to, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and take care until the next video. Matthew out.